Good morning everybody. Welcome to this video of English literature. Chapter first, How the Camel Got Its Hump, taken from the book It So Happened. So here in this video we are going to learn about the summary and the moral of the story of the chapter. Okay, so now just let's have a look. What is the summary of the chapter? I've already explained you in the previous video, but here I'm going to tell you about the summary of the chapter. Now see, the story, How the Camel Got Its Hump, is a humorous fictional story by Rudyard Kipling. So the author of the book is Rudyard Kipling. The story began in the past when our world had just formed. So in the past when the world was just created, it is the story of that period of time. In those days, animals had just started to work for humans, and in those days the animals, they have just started to work for the human beings. All the animals were working for humans on Monday. So all the animals, they were assigned with their particular work, and it was given on the day of Monday. But there was an animal named Camel who was living all alone in the desert and was not doing any work. Okay, he was very lazy and he was just sitting idle. It was for 3 days and the camel did not even start its work. So the work was assigned only for 3 days. But it was already going to be the 3rd day and the camel, he did not even start his work. Okay, he did not even do his work. So on the first day, seeing this, the horse with a saddle on its back came to the camel and said. So when he see the behavior of the camel, the horse came with a saddle. Saddle is a seat. Okay, seat on the back of the horse. You would always see saddle on the back of the horse. Okay, so the horse with a saddle on his back came to the camel and said, "O camel, come out and trot like us." He said, "Camel, please come out and trot like us. The way we are walking. Okay, walking and running. So that is called trot." But camel was a lazy creature and he replied, "Nothing but hump." Then this annoyed the horse and the horse went away. Now the dog came with a stick in his mouth. So the horse, he went and he told to the dog and to the ox. So the dog, he came with a stick in his mouth because he was assigned the work of carrying sticks. So he came with a stick in his mouth and he said to the camel to come out and carry sticks like us. Okay, but the camel, in answer, what did he reply to the dog? He responds the same, hump. So even the dog was annoyed and the dog went away. And then after that, the ox, he came with a yoke on his neck. A yoke is something curved type. You will find it on the back of the ox. Okay, so the ox came with a yoke on his neck, and ox suggested the camel to go out on the farm and walk like him. And he said, "Please come out. Come to the farm. You are staying in the desert. Now do not stay in the desert anymore. Come out in the farm and walk like me." That means plowing the field. The answer of the camel was the same, hump. That means he's lazy creature, he don't want to do anything. He will only say yes, and then he will continue with his same behavior. So in the same way, he only replied, hump. So all the 3 animals, that means the horse, the dog, and the ox, after the end of the day, in the evening, went to the man. Okay, all of them, they went to the man and told about the incident. Ghatna batai. They told about the incident. The man said, "Saying hump will not work. Okay, saying only hump, that will not do. It is not enough. Since the camel had not come, you 3 will have to compensate for the loss of the work. अब जो इतना लॉस हो गया उसका भरपाई तुम तीनों ही करोगे. You all the 3 will compensate for the loss of the work." So after listening this, all the 3 animals, they were angry. Okay, they were angry on the camel. They were very annoyed कि हम लोगों ने इतना काम किया, उसके बाद भी उनका सजा हमें मिल रही है. They were very much angry. They brought a panchayat under the jinn. They thought that this is not the good decision. This is not the right decision. So we must bring panchayat. Okay, and the jinn, okay, is a supernatural power. Okay, is having supernatural power. So the jinn, he was the in charge of the whole desert. Okay, he was in charge of the whole desert to see which animals is working, who is not working, how the things are going on. Okay, so he was the in charge. So the 3 animals, they called the jinn to come and give the justice. Then Jin also, he tried to convince the camel for walk, but the camel had no manners and he already tried the same hump. Then Jin, he tried again and again. He said, you have not walked since Monday and now it's already Thursday. You have to walk for 3 extra days. Because already your work is still left. Bacha hua hai kaam. Your work is not yet completed and it's already Thursday. How will you do? So this your work you have to add in the next 3 days. You will have to work for 3 extra days. The camel answer was only hump. Till then also camel did not understand. He only replied hump. Then the camel was looking into its image in the river, and then just then what happened, the camel, he was looking into his image in the river. He was looking into the river. He must be thinking that he's very good looking, he's very charming and very handsome. Okay, so he was looking at his own image. Then Jin came and made a hump on his neck. Then only Jin, he cursed and he made a hump on his neck. Then Jin said, now you always say hump, now you will live with a hump always. So since you are always saying hump, 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 now you will live with a hump on your back always. So the camel came into senses and said, tab uski hosh aayi. Okay, the camel came into senses and he said in stress, in very great tension, he said, with this hump on my neck, how will I walk? Now it came to his sense कि हाँ अब इसका दिमाग काम कर रहा है that this is hump, how will I walk? Actually he's making excuse, okay, because he was very stupid creature. So he said, with this hump on my neck, how will I walk? Then Jin controlled. The hump has a purpose, and he said that the hump has a purpose. It has some good reason. You work for 3 extra days. Okay, you'll have to work for 3 extra days. And when you are tired, this hump will give you food and water in those 3 days. That means you will walk continuously without stopping, without taking any rest. And what about the food? The food will be provided through your hump. Come out of the desert and start your work. And then he said, you come out of the desert and start doing your work. The camel came out of the desert and started working. Okay, and then after that, the camel, he came out of the desert and he started working. Otherwise, he was just living in the middle of the desert and just sitting and chewing the cud. Okay, so now he came out of the desert and he started working. But now we do not call hump, we say hump. Okay, earlier it was hump, but we do not call hump, we call hump, so that the camel will not feel bad. It won't be his insult. But the camel still has not learned how to behave, and his 3 days extra work is still pending. And even till today, his camel's extra work is still pending, and he has not yet learned his manners. Okay, so this is the summary of the chapter. Okay, so now let us see the moral of the story. What did we learn from this chapter? So the moral is that with this humorous tale, humorous means having a good sense. Okay, so this tale means story. So this story teaches us something, okay, which is having a great value. So with this humorous tale, the author has tried to tell that people do not like a person who does not do any work. Okay, so we all human beings, we never like those who are sitting idle and doing nothing. Okay, we do not like those people, those who are not doing any work. So we should always work hard. So it is suggested that we all human beings, we should always work hard. Okay, we should try, struggle and achieve in our life. Without working, we will gain nothing. So we are here in this world for working. We do not come here just for sitting. By sitting, you will get nothing. Not money, no rice, nothing you will get. So in order to be successful person, in order to, clearly saying, in order to eat, in order to feed, we must have to work. If you do not work, we won't get any money. So here in this story, it is about the animals. So even the animal, they were working for humans. That means even they also, they understand their responsibility. And we, the creatures, the best creatures in the eyes of God, we are human beings having a very large brain. We should work so much. Okay, we should not hesitate. When even the animals, they are working for us, why not we work for ourselves? So as a student, you must always complete your work in time. You must always punctual, okay, and carry on with your work. Never stop, never get tired, never think burden. No work is a burden. Every work has got some fruit in it. So work hard and always be successful in your life. So I hope you are clear with the summary and the moral of the story of the chapter. Thank you for watching.